What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're back with a fact video about Sweden. This is actually new and recent from Global Community. I did one of the videos about Sweden, and this is like an extended version. So 10 amazing facts about Sweden, top 10. Finna check it out. So y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, send down those recommendations. Hey, it might be some new information that I didn't know or some more stuff that I can't agree on. So hey, let's check it out.
Hey everyone, today we'll take a look at 10 amazing facts about Sweden. In my previous video about Sweden, I researched all I could about the country, but the most interesting facts did not necessarily make the video. Maybe it didn't fit. Perhaps I missed it and the comments enlightened me. Either way, here are 10 interesting facts about Sweden that may or may not have made it into the original video. Be sure to stick around until the end to catch a bonus fact, the place in Sweden every tourist should visit. Number 1. Swedish dominance in music. In my original video, I felt I did a good job of establishing that Sweden...
I definitely can agree. After seeing some Swedish artists, I said, hey, this is definitely major. Definitely got a chance to see Zara Larsson. I think that's how you say it last. But she's a incredible talent.
In my original video of Sweden, I felt I did a good job of establishing that Sweden is huge in the global music industry. Sweden is home to some legendary acts such as ABBA, Ace of Base, and the Cardigans. But boy did I miss some giants. As pointed out many times in the comments, I missed Max Martin, he who has written or co-written 25 Billboard Hot 100 songs. Third most all time after a couple of Beatles. You can thank Martin for all kinds of legendary songs such as Britney Spears' Baby One More Time, the Backstreet Boys' I Want It.
I know y'all was telling me about those hits. That's those are some major hits. Y'all was telling me that somebody wrote
Britney Spears'
some of those
Baby One
songs.
More Time, the Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way, and NSYNC's It's Gonna Be Me. I won't run down all of the songs that he wrote. Let's just say that while Katy Perry kissed a girl and liked it, it was Max Martin that wrote about it. Yup, I missed that one. Another forgettable miss was Avicii, a brilliant DJ whose life was cut way too tragically short. Credited with helping usher in electronic music into the mainstream in the 2010s, Avicii found massive success with singles such as Levels, Wake Me Up, and I Could Be the One. Rest in peace, Avicii, you left us way too soon.
What happened to Avicii? Some of them songs, I remember some of them songs, most of them songs, and especially in school, like Wake Me Up and all that.
Wake Me Up and I Could Be the One. Rest in peace, Avicii, you left us way too soon. Number 2, Swedish innovation. Sweden is one of the most innovative countries in the world. A country with only 10 million people, they have given us everything from the GPS to the adjustable wrench. The invention of Skype by Swedish and Danish inventors, along with the development of higher speed internet connections, ended the worry for paying for long-distance phone calls. And for the first time, you could see the person you were talking to. The Swedes were also the creators of Tetra Pak, the 3-point seatbelt, zippers, and the Celsius temperature scale, which is used by all but 5 countries in the world, mine included. Sweden is also home to dynamite, though I'll blow that story up later. The Swedes developed Bluetooth, the modern plastic shopping bag, the ball bearing, the ship propeller, modern blowtorches, the pacemaker, and so much more. I can also thank Swedish innovation.
All right, for the innovation, it seems like they're sharing a lot more because, you know, they was on the other fact video, they would give me like 4 or 5. My guy is over here giving me like 10 or
modern
10 plus.
Blowtorches, the pacemaker, and so much more. I can also thank Swedish innovation for my son's greatest passion in life, Minecraft, created by Swedish video game developer Mojang. Thanks a lot, Mojang. Of course, I'm leaving a ton out. Do I try to name them all, or do I give you something to share in the comments? Number 3, Nobel's revelation. Dynamite was created by Swedish inventor Alfred Nobel, and though its purpose was to blast rock and drill tunnels, people soon figured out more sinister ways to use it, like killing enemies. Lots of them. When Nobel's brother died, the news mistook his brother for Alfred, leading him to get to do what very few people ever get to do: read his own obituary. Let's just say that they did not shine Alfred in a positive light, with one French newspaper declaring the Merchant of Death is dead. Ouch! Inspired by the negative press, Nobel left his fortune to the Nobel Prize Institution, and each year 5 Nobel Prizes are awarded to the people who conferred the greatest benefit to humankind. Today the awards are given in the areas of physics, chemistry, physiology or medicine, literature, and peace. They are considered the world's most prestigious prizes, and today the name Nobel is synonymous with excellence, not death. Number 4.
That's a good thing.
Sweden loves Donald Duck.
Nah, Donald.
I mentioned this in my original Sweden video, but gosh darn it, I am still a fan of this. Sweden loves Donald.
I mean, who isn't a fan of Donald Duck though? You know what I'm saying? Like, I told y'all before in the last video too. Like, I like Donald Duck. I watch all the Donald Duck shows. Even the one with the kids, the little kid ducks and stuff. They got so many of them nowadays. It's crazy. But you know, Scrooge, Uncle Scrooge, all those things.
Original Sweden video, but gosh darn it, I am still a fan of this. Sweden loves Donald Duck, who is also my favorite Disney character. Sweden's appreciation of the duck stems from the tradition of showing the cartoon Donald Duck and his friends Wish You a Merry Christmas on SVT1 at 3 o'clock p.m. as part of the channel's traditional Christmas Eve programming, a yearly event since 1959. In 2020, it was the most watched show in the history of Swedish television.
Wow.
You might ask, why Donald? It doesn't hurt that between his beak and his clothes, he represents the national colors. Swedish culture also seems to admire an imperfect hero. On a side note, am I the only one annoyed and confused that Mickey has a pet dog in Pluto that can only bark, but a dog friend in Goofy that can talk? Just looking for a little...
It makes sense. It makes sense. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Until I got a little bit older, Goofy did not look like a dog though. Goofy did not.
Only bark, but a dog.
I thought Goofy was something else. He did not look like a dog. To me, at first, when I was younger, he looked like something else.
Friending Goofy that can talk.
But that's
just
crazy,
looking
that's
for a little
crazy.
consistency here, Disney. Number 5. North Korea's debt to Sweden. Back during the rule of Kim Il-sung, the great leader purchased 1,000 cars from the Swedish company Volvo. But here's the catch: he never actually paid for them. 40 years have passed since the ill-fated deal, and the Swedes are still waiting for payment. Sweden still sends reminders of the debt, which is estimated at $322 million twice a year, but have yet to get a response. Maybe they have the wrong address. Probably not. Number 6. Alleemansrätten. Sweden is one of the few countries in the world that gives every person the freedom to roam in nature. This means that you don't have to pay to set up a tent or get permission to cross private land. The only exceptions are private gardens, near a dwelling house, or land under cultivation. Other than that, you're free to walk, cycle, ride, ski, and camp to your heart's content. All that is asked is that you respect nature and not litter. Freedom to roam and the right to public access also allow visitors and locals to pick wild berries, flowers, and mushrooms, and swim in one of the 100.
Are those? Am I tripping, or were those blueberries red? I mean, should I even... I don't even know if they turned that color before. Should I even call them blueberries if they're red? What it... I feel like y'all said what type... I feel like I seen those type of berries, and y'all told me they wasn't blueberries, or they was some type of other berry. I just can't... I don't know.
Flowers, and mushrooms.
It looked like...
And swim in one of the 100,000 Swedish lakes, carefree. Though I didn't find out if clothing was mandatory or optional. Maybe let me know in the comments. Number 7. Masters of recycling. This is a cool one. Think about it for a second. In a world that has to worry about the excess of trash in our oceans and environment, Sweden doesn't have enough of it. A big part of it stems from Sweden's ability to recycle. Gonna let that sink in for a minute. But they need more trash to help create energy for heating homes and things like that. According to the Swedish Environmental Protection Agency, more than 2.5 million tons of waste is imported to Sweden each year, mostly from Norway and the UK. In the past 6 years, some 50% of all household waste has been treated through energy recovery. It's not easy being green,
not Kermit,
unless you're Swedish. Number 8. Sweden in the Age of Exploration. Sweden isn't often thought of as one of the great nations during the Age of Exploration, but as they developed in power in the 1600s, they did settle along the Delaware River Valley. In 1638, occupying a good amount of land, including what is present-day Philadelphia and Wilmington, Delaware. New Sweden was overtaken by the Dutch in 1655, who were defeated by the English a few years later. The Swedes were allowed to remain in the area, but on March 4th, 1681, what had been the colony of New Sweden was formally partitioned into the colonies of Delaware and Pennsylvania. Despite their short rule, Swedish influence can still be felt in the region. with the Swedes being the ones to bring the log house to
Log
America,
cabins.
and there are still
Log
places
house.
that have Swedish names to this day. In the 1990s, a replica of the Swedish ship the Kalmar Nickel was built on the site of Fort Christina,
Wow.
Sweden's first fort in the New World.
yeah, I remember
Operated
seeing
and
that.
maintained by volunteers, the Kalmar Nickel can still be seen sailing the Delaware Bay to this day, just as it
What?
did over 400 years ago. New
That is
Sweden is a
crazy.
region I live in, and I've spent more than one day at the Christiana Mall, named after Swedish Queen Christina. I have to add that Delaware has tax-free shopping. Booyah! Number 9, fika.
Not a
Fika
fika.
is a big part of every Swede's life. At its simplest, fika just means to have a coffee, but it is so much more than that. Swedish people often describe
I still agree that fika should be worldwide.
it
you
just
know?
means to have a coffee, but it is so much more than
Mandatory.
that. Swedish people, often described as distant and quiet, love their fika. It gives them an opportunity to meet and hang out with friends, get to know new people, check out potential partners, or network with business folks. At many working places, fika is a part of the regular daily
Coffee
schedule,
good,
where a
gotta
morning
dance
fika
in.
and one in the afternoon is not uncommon. Businesses support it because fika is a great way to exchange knowledge, opinions about what's going on in the company, and generally bond with colleagues, which makes for happier and more productive workers. Fika at
Facts.
work can last 10 to 30 minutes, but when done after work, it can last hours. I'll be going on Fika as soon as I stop voice recording for this video. Gotta try it out. Number 10, the Sweden Solar System. The Sweden Solar System
Okay, I see you finishing off with some of the other ones that we already seen and stuff, which is still okay because I feel like he's giving different explanations. So that's
Number
a good thing.
10,
Great thing.
the Sweden Solar System. The Sweden Solar System is the world's largest permanent scale model of the solar system. The sun is represented by the Avicii Arena in Stockholm, named after the previously mentioned Avicii, which is the largest
I
hemispherical
need a
building in the
video.
world.
I need a video to show me the inside of that place. I need to find. If y'all can send me a video a link to where there's a video where I can see what's inside a tour or something.
The inner planets can also be found in Stockholm, but the outer planets are situated northward in other cities along the Baltic Sea. The model represents the solar system on a scale of 1 to 20 million. The system not only
Dang.
displays the sun and 8 planets, but also the current and proposed dwarf planets, asteroids, Halley's Comet, and the Termination Shock. Personally, I think exploring it would make for one heck of a road trip. And finally, the bonus,
Wow.
the best
For
place
sure.
to visit. In the heart of Stockholm is the island of Djurgården, home to many amazing
Djurgården?
places to see. At the top of the list is the Vasa
Djurgården?
Museum, the most
Djurgården?
visited museum in Sweden. A museum of maritime history, it displays an intact 17th century warship that has been salvaged. If you love
Dang.
museums, the island is also home to ABBA, the museum, the Biological Museum,
What?
the Nordic Museum in Skansen, the world's oldest open-air museum displaying traditional
Oh, they got a
Swedish
lot of
architecture,
museums in
and also
Djurgården.
the only zoo in Stockholm containing wolves, lynxes, elks, polar bears, and many other wild Nordic
Dang.
animals. Other amazing attractions include Unibakken, a small fairy tale world based mostly on the novels of Astrid Lindgren. And last but not least, Järna Lund, a small amusement park with impressive rides.
Lund?
Sweden's oldest amusement park, it has over 30 attractions and is a popular venue for
Oh,
concerts in the summer.
snap.
Once I've spent enough time in Djurgården, I might want to check out that solar system. What other must-visit
what's up.
places are there in Sweden? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, thank you for joining in on our global community.
I definitely enjoyed this one. That was dope. Got to learn a little bit of new stuff. But yeah, it's always good to learn some facts about other places, as I always say. But you know, maybe we'll see some more up to date, some more different things about Sweden, what's going on today in 2022. Definitely can agree though on the music scene, the Eurovision and Melody Festivalen. Definitely, hey, got some talent, but definitely enjoyed that one. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, send down those recommendations. That's all I have for this video. Hey, y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.